So this is from CBS Sports. One word to describe each team's biggest offseason improvement. For the Browns, they go infrastructure. Offseason like this had been a long time coming for the Browns. They invested major resources into the offensive line, drafting Fano and Barber, trading for and extending Howard, signing Elton Jenkins, Zion Johnson, re-signing Tevin Jenkins. Wasn't just the offensive line. They took Concepcion and Boston first and second rounds. Whether the quarterback answer is on the roster or not, more likely, in the 2027 draft, that player will have sound infrastructure around him moving forward. Yeah, they kind of nailed it there. They have improved everything around the quarterback.
Yes, as they should. I mean, if they have a good ecosystem for the quarterback to function, hopefully that's going to elevate their play. And if none of the guys on the roster prove to be the answer, hopefully it sets them up to when they go get the quarterback that hopefully is, that they are more likely to succeed. Obviously there were a whole lot of people that were disappointed that the 2026 draft didn't work out in terms of a quarterback position. However, the sort of ancillary benefit is that they were forced to do this. And if this means that the guy they do get to do that is going to be in a much better position and more likely to succeed, it may reduce the burden that you feel like, everybody's talking about, well, you got to tank and go get Arch Manning. But you look back at some of these drafts, it's the third and the fourth and the fifth quarterback who were drafted in a lot of these classes. And why? Because they were put in good situations. They were put in situations with talent around them where they were just asked to sort of guide the thing, as opposed to picking a guy and saying, coming in for day one as some 21, 22-year-old, maybe 23-year-old kid and saying, please save us. The Browns are getting away from that, which I think is an important step for them.
Yeah, and again, we'll see how that all plays out. In a perfect world, somebody this year steps up, but you never know. I mean, that's asking a lot.
Right. I mean, the bottom line is you need a whole lot of good players to win the Super Bowl. Like, let's just take the last two Super Bowl winners, the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Neither one is regarded as having the best quarterback in the league by any measure. Sam Darnold signed with the Seahawks and they went and won the Super Bowl because the rest of the roster was really good. The Philadelphia Eagles, when they won the Super Bowl, that roster was absolutely loaded. So obviously the quarterback position is incredibly important. You have to have something that can work in there and play at a high level. But you have to have so much talent on the entirety of your roster. You can't just expect, well, I've got the best quarterback. That means I automatically win the Super Bowl. It just doesn't really work like that. Otherwise, Joe Burrow wouldn't have missed the playoffs the last 3 years.